If you're anything like younger me, you've really struggled with women. You go to your dumbass friends for dating advice and they tell you, oh yeah, just tell her how much you like her and blow up her phone and fall in love with her and that's what's gonna make her like you back, yeah bro. Then you get rejected again. When I think back on my experiences, there was one moment that changed literally everything. I was out with some of my friends at one of his birthday parties and I saw this one girl that, I thought was fairly attractive. So I went up to her, I approached her, I talked to her, and things were going very well. We were kind of flirting with one another. She was flirting with me. So then I asked her, you want to go play some beer pong? So we played some beer pong, and bro, I was f***ing cooking shit. Like I promise you, you would not want to see me on the beer pong table. But anyway, so we were playing beer pong, but then out of nowhere, her friend comes up to her, and her friend goes, "Oh hey, we got to get going. We got to get home." So she looks over to me, and bro, this is where shit just completely hit the fan. She looks over to me, and she goes, "Oh, hey, it was nice meeting you, but I got to get going, but we should chat sometime." As she's walking away, I look over to her and I go, "Bro, I still cannot believe that I said this," but I go, "Oh, let me get a hug before you go." Oh my God, bro. I still can't believe I said that. But I had her number, right? I got that earlier in the night, so not all hope was lost. But I texted her a couple days later and I just got left on red. So I was cooked. And now I'm at a spot in my dating life where, I have a girlfriend, and before that I felt a lot more confident with going on dates and talking to girls, and it was an area of my life that became a strength. So in this video, we're gonna go over 4 areas in my dating life I have improved so you can learn how to stop being this like beta male, nice guy that gets no girls and improve like literally twice as fast as I did. So I just wanna start this with a quick preface. You should absolutely be a gentleman. Like when I say don't be a nice guy, you should still be a good person. But a nice guy is kind of like this term for, like the beta male simp guy who just gets walked all over and disrespected by women and gets no girls. So I'm not saying you should be an asshole, because I see so many videos of these like alpha male dating coaches who will say things like, "Oh yeah, bro. Oh yeah, if you want to get girls, you got to be disrespectful. You got to be an asshole." And you know what? If you want to attract a girl who has like, a 30 plus body count and is not really a high quality girl, then go for that. Like that will absolutely work for you. But chances are you want a high quality girlfriend, so you'd probably be better off being a good person, because that's what high quality women want. They want a gentleman. So the first thing you got to develop is you have to have a high value mindset. This is going to sound so cringe, but like the one thing that actually really helped me out with improving my dating life was walking around with the mindset that like, fuck yeah, like I'm the alpha male, like I am that dude. And I know like the term alpha male gets a bad rep because of like, oh yeah, like Andrew Tate, Top G, and I'm not saying to be like alpha male like in that way. I'm saying to be a guy who sees himself as high value, who when he walks in the room, he walks in with an attitude. He walks in with the belief that he is that guy. Now, I know you might be saying that, oh, well, confidence isn't everything, which fair enough. Like, yeah, if you say you're confident, but you just sit in your room and like play video games all day, you're not actually leveling up in real life, you're not going to the gym, fair enough. Confidence isn't going to be that important. But the thing about your mindset and confidence that is important is that it's the precursor to everything. If you're not confident, if you don't have that, literally nothing else matters. I know so many guys who like they're good looking dudes. They're, like no homo, but they're good looking dudes. But the thing is like they don't have confidence and they still struggle. So you got to realize that yes, confidence, sure, it's not everything. But the guy who has confidence is always going to put himself in a position to succeed. He's going to give himself a chance. Whereas the guy who has no confidence is not going to give himself a chance. He has literally no opportunity. So you have to have confidence first, and then everything else will follow. Number 2, you have to stop fearing rejection. What are you telling yourself before you go approach a girl? Like think back to the last time you saw a girl you wanted to go talk to, or even when you were going on a date. What were the beliefs you were saying to yourself? Were you saying to yourself things like, "Oh, bro, she wouldn't be into a guy like me. Oh, there's no way she would like me back. Oh," how do you think that's going to come across in your actions? When you're telling yourself self-deprecating thoughts, are you going to be confident? Are you going to do well? No, because you're rejecting yourself before you even give yourself a chance. So what you have to do is next time you go and talk to a girl, say things to yourself like, if it goes well, that's great. But if not, I'll be completely fine. I'm just gonna focus on having fun and being my best self. And if I do that, I'll eventually find the right girl for me. Because the truth is, the guy who cares so much about the outcome never does well. The funny thing about dating is you would think the more you care about it going well, the more you care, the more likely you are to do well. When in reality, it's actually the guys who care less who have more success. Now, when I say care less, I'm not saying not to care about the girl. You should absolutely like care about her as a human being. Like, obviously, I'm not saying to be a asshole, but you shouldn't care so much about the outcome. You should have the mindset that like, if things work out, great. But if not, it just wasn't meant to be. Because that's how dating is, bro. You're putting so much pressure on yourself to succeed. But you can't do that. It's also like on her to be a good person. It's on her to win you over. Which, by the way, leads me perfectly into the next tip. Tip number 3, view yourself as a prize. Where so many guys mess up is they put women up on a pedestal. They think like, oh my God, oh, she's so amazing, right? Just because she's hot and attractive. Oh, there's no way I can mess this one up. But bro, why think she's so special just because she's good looking? Just because she's a woman, right? That's so dumb. The reality is like, there are so many things that are more important than just her being good looking, right? Just because she's hot doesn't mean she's a good girl. Doesn't mean that you should put her up on this crazy pedestal and think that like she's so amazing. So many guys, the guys who struggle with girls, and like what I used to do when I was younger, is they think the girls are better than them. They don't view them as equals. They view themselves as better. Now, when I say view yourself as a prize, obviously, if she's a high value woman, if she's a good person, then yes, she's a prize as well. Like, you guys are both prizes. But the reason why I say you have to view yourself as a prize is because so many guys view themselves as lower than the girl. So I'm not saying to view yourself as better than her or view yourself as higher. What I'm saying is to view yourself as a prize, right? Also go into the date with the mindset that not only like, how can I win her over, but how can she impress me? That way when you're sitting there, you're not so nervous. You're not like worried about, oh, saying the wrong thing or screwing things up, because she also has to win you over. You need to also be looking at things and thinking like, is this a high quality girl? Is this a girl that I would want to keep seeing? And when you have that mindset, that'll lead you to be more successful, which leads me perfectly into number 4. Bro, just be authentic. I know like, oh yeah, just be yourself. That's such cringe advice. And people will say, oh, well, no fucking shit. But so many guys will go on a date and they'll be focused on like trying to impress her. They're so worried about saying the wrong thing, about not being the guy that she wants. But why not think about it this way? I'm gonna be myself, and if she likes me for me, great. But if not, completely fine. We'll go our separate ways, move on, and I'll go find somebody else. Because the truth is, if you want to find the right girl for you, you need to be 100% authentically yourself. If you try to like play this character where you're being cooler than you are, or you're being trying to be funnier than you are or whatever just because you want to impress her, you're going to end up putting on an act. And the truth about putting on an act is that you can't maintain it forever. Eventually, if you're being someone you're not just to get a girl to like you, that act's going to fall. You're going to stop being that fake version of yourself, and you're going to show that your true colors. But you don't want to have that. Instead, you want to just be yourself and find the girl who's actually right for you. And bro, if you just be authentic, if you just be yourself, you will find that right girl. But at the end of the day, it all starts with taking ownership. I could give you all the advice that you want. You could watch all the dating advice, self-improvement videos that you want to watch. But at the end of the day, if you want to actually attract girls, you have to level up. You have to be your best self, because women always want the best man. They want that best version of yourself. You attract the type of person that you are. So you got to go to the gym. You got to not only level up physically, but mentally. Become strong mentally. Become emotionally intelligent, right? Level up all areas of your life. Holistic self-improvement. And that will get you to where you want to be. But if you're like younger me and you're struggling with dating and you would like my help, to get results like way faster than I did, the top link in the description will be to my course. I teach everything that I know in there, so you can get progress even faster than I did. And also, I just opened up one-to-one coaching. So if that would interest you, there'll be a link to book a free call with me where we can talk and, you know, see if you'd be a good fit and if I could actually help you out. So yeah, if you found that this video helped you out, make sure to leave a like and subscribe so that more young men can see videos like these, improve their lives, improve everything, and become, you know, better men in society. Because at the end of the day, like, that's what we all need. You know, masculinity is at a point where it's not great. Like, there's a lot of weak guys, a lot of beta males, but we need to help everybody rise up. So if you want to do that, do your part, leave a like, subscribe, and I'll see you for the next video, bro.